All right, when we are finding the lateral surface area of a cylinder, it's important to know exactly what we're doing. What is the lateral surface area? And the lateral surface area is just this area, say this is a soup can, it's where the label is on the can. It's just around here. It does not include the bases or the circles, okay? So if we were to take this can, or let's say like an oatmeal canister, one of those cardboard boxes, and we were to, cut it up the side and then lay it out flat, we'd have something like this, and we would have the top and the bottom like this, okay? So these match up to here, and then this matches up to here. This is our lateral surface area right here, okay? So we know this distance here, the distance between the two bases, there's a base and there's a base, is the height. So there's our base, this is the height. So I can go ahead and set this to height and this to height. But what is this distance here? When it's all back in its original shape over here as a circle, you can see that this circle is the same length as this right here. If I were to fold this back up, it would fold right onto this circle, okay? So this length is the circumference of our circle. And if you remember, circumference is 2 pi r. All right? So all we need to know here is the radius in order to get this circumference, and that'll be a length times a width, however you want to see that, okay, which you've done many, many times before. And if you look up in the equation, you can see it's 2 pi r times your height, okay? Now let me erase all of this so we can do something we can read. All right. Okay. Erase that. Okay, now let's go ahead and plug the numbers into the equation. We're going to set the height equal to 5 centimeters, and the radius is going to be equal to 3 centimeters, just like we had in a couple other examples. Right? So now we just substitute the numbers in. So we have 2 pi, radius of 3, and a height of 5. Okay, so 2 pi, 3 times 5 is equal to 15. And now 2 times 15 is equal to 30 pi. And if your teacher says you can leave this in terms of pi, then you're done. That's your answer right there. And it's going to be centimeters squared, right? Because we're talking about area, okay? But they may have you say, okay, instead of pi, use 3 for pi, or use 3.14 for pi. So let's go ahead and work that out real quick. 3.14 times 30. So that's just going to be a 0 placeholder. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 1 is 3, and 1 is 4, and 3 times 3 is 9. And now we've got this decimal we need to take care of. So now that gives us 94.20 centimeters squared. Okay, that's our answer. And you can see if you were to put 3 in for pi, 3 times 30 would be 90. So this is a little higher than that, and that makes sense. All right, I hope this helps, and I will see you in the next one.